What's up, YouTube? Tim Moose here. Here is my opening slash streaming segment where I talk about the films coming out this week, whether it be a dear streaming, etc. All right. Now, the big one we have out this week is the film Lisa Frankenstein, where a misunderstood teenager and a reanimated corpse embark on a murderous journey to find love, happiness, and a few missing body parts here. Now, this is written by Diablo Kobe, who also wrote Jennifer's Body and Juno. It's also directed by Robin Williams' daughter, Zelda Williams. And you got like Catherine Newton also in this, Cole Sprouse. The trailer for this has looked terrific. It looks a lot of fun. My biggest complaint is that it's actually rated PG-13 instead of R. I would have hoped it was going to be rated R, to be honest with you. But hopefully it could still be good. And the director, by the way, also says takes place in the same world as Jennifer's Body. So maybe that Jennifer's Body sequel is close to be happening. Who knows? But hopefully this could still be good, though. But we'll see. I mean, it looks like Frankenstein meets, let's say, Romeo and Juliet in a weird way. So we'll see how it shapes out. All right. Now, we also got a couple of stuff coming to streaming this week. On Netflix, we got Ashes, which is where a wealthy married woman falling in love with a mysterious carpenter. And this is, of course, I believe it's like Spanish or something. I don't know. It doesn't look all that interesting to me. So, kind of feels like another one of those 365 days films. Definitely haven't a bit of that vibe, but we'll see. All right, on also on Netflix, we got a documentary titled "Lover, Stalker, Killer," which this looks sounds interesting. We're definitely assembling the pieces of a mind-bending true tale of harassment, digital deception, and murder in America's heartland. I mean, Netflix has been really good with these type of true crimes documentaries. Like I checked out American Nightmare. Ooh boy, talk about an interesting one there. But I don't know, this could be interesting. Check out no less too. So hopefully it could be a good one. All right, on Prime we got a film titled Upgraded, which stars Camila Mendes from Riverdale fame. I like two films out this week with a Riverdale star. You know, Cole Sprouse and Camila Mendes. So that's really cool. Now, it follows Anna, an aspiring art intern who is invited on a last-minute work trip to London by her super boss, uh, meeting the handsome and wealthy William on a plane. Now, this really feels a little bit like a Devil Wears Prada, just like from the little previews I've seen. Like, you got Marissa Tomei playing the Meryl Streep role. Could be interesting to check out. I like Camila Mendes. I really like Tom Riverdale, so I'm glad to see her starting to branch out into more territories here. So I don't know. Hopefully, this could be good. I guess. Now, a film that I just actually saw recent, Suncoast, that premieres on Hulu this week. It stars Nico Parker, Woody Harrelson, Laura Linney, and it's where a teen living with her strong-willed mother must take her brother to a hospice care. She then strikes up an unlikely friendship with an eccentric activist protesting surrounding a landmark medical case, which is of course the Terry Shallow case. If you guys remember that case back in days. And of course, I did do my review for this. It's really terrific. I mean, you're definitely gonna need some tissues while you're watching this. Nico Parker, she is a star to keep your eye out for. I thought she was excellent in this. Laura Linney, she's Laura Linney. She's always great. Woody Harrelson, really good little film if you guys haven't seen that. All right, we also got the Marvels coming to Disney Plus. So there, I mean, I enjoyed the Marvels, but it was a flop. So there's that. There's also Turning Red, which is getting a re-release this week. Which of course I actually did saw Turning Red in theaters. It was actually the first Pixar movie I saw in theaters since like Onward. Now people will be like, "Wait, didn't that just go straight to Disney Plus?" My theater was actually showing it. Some I still don't understand how they were showing it, but they were showing it at the time, and I decided to, you know what, I haven't seen a Pixar movie since Onward, so I went to go watch Turning Red. I adored it. It was so terrific. Great voice talents. It's a terrific anime film we're checking out. It was far better than Encanto, to be honest. So, sorry, Encanto, but Turning Red, I think is a little better. Anyway. Now, other stuff out this week. On VOD, we got something called Love, Reconsidered, which stars Colton Haynes from Arrow fame. And it's about New Yorker Ruby is dirty and flirty, but definitely not driving when she is transferred to a Hampton and a chance meeting with a wealthy store owner. So yeah, just for the I don't know, just for the sound of it, sort of makes it sound like a Hallmark film. Like I actually just saw the preview for this. This definitely feels like a Hallmark film, big time. So yeah. Anyway, all right. We also got something called Box Metaphor about a dystopian journey where unjust imprisonment unveils social conformity and defiance profound impact. So that could be good, I guess. We got something called Daytime Nightmare, where a young woman's journey changes when her mind turns against her and the nightmare becomes reality. I saw the preview for this. This looks pretty boring and terrible. So, yeah. All right. There's also a film called Gods of the Deep, where a daring mission leads a deep sea submarine team into mysterious operating on the ocean floor and uncover a lost underwater world. This just looks like a ripoff of like the deep or the abyss, something like that. So I don't know. Could be cool, but yeah. Anyway, now we also got a couple of other horror stuff out this week. We got a movie called Out of Darkness, which is like which is pretty much like a Stone Age based horror film. It's about 45,000 years ago. A desperate band of early humans find a new land to settle as they start to realize that something monstrous is hunting them down. They must confront a terrifying danger that they never could have imagined. And the shot for this looks pretty creepy. I mean, who doesn't love a good, you know, a good Stone Age horror film? So, pretty cool, I guess. All right, we got a film titled Here for Blood, which in this throwback to 90s horror, a rowdy pro wrestler, struggling to make ends meet, agrees to fill in as a last minute replacement for his girlfriend's wife paying babysitting job. Upon arriving at the family home, he meets the brioche. So pretty much the killer is also roaming around there too. So I don't know. This just from the trailer definitely does feel like throwback 90s slasher. So I love a good slasher, so could be cool. All right. We got something called The Taste of Night, which actually just got a Best International Academy Award nomination for. Who says the Academy is biased towards horror? But anyway, this stars Juliette Binoche and is where cook Eugene and her boss Doden grow fond of one another over 20 years, and their romance gives rise to the dishes that impress even the world's most illustrious chefs. So I don't know, maybe like a French version of the menu. Definitely get that vibe here. Yeah, could be interesting, I guess. Actually, I'm gonna put this right here. All right. Okay, also out this week, we got a movie called Double Blind, which is a horror film that follows seven young test subjects who must face a terrifying side effect when an experimental drug trial goes horribly wrong. If you fell asleep, you die. Wow. Trapped in an isolated medical facility, they must find a way to escape and somehow manage to stay awake. So pretty much a little bit like, definitely has a bit of a Nightmare on Elm Street vibe there. So could be cool. All right. We also got a film called Molly and Max in the Future about a man and a woman who must find their orbits repeatedly colliding over the course of 12 years, four planets, three dimensions, and one space code. So, of course, it's pretty much like when Harry met Sally in space, and I saw the preview for this. Definitely feels a little bit like that. So, it looks a little weird, but maybe it could be good, I guess. All right, we got something. We got something called Air Force One Down, which stars Jesse Bramford, Dasha Polaco, Anthony Michael Hall, Catherine McNamara. Speaking of era, now her on her first assignment aboard Air Force One, a rookie Secret Service agent played by Catherine McNamara faces the ultimate test when terrorists hijacked the airplane. Attend on derailing a profitable energy deal when the president's life is on the line and a global crisis at at stake. Her bravery and skills are pushed to the limit in a relentless battle that could change the course of history. And like he's supposed to have like Anthony Michael Hawes in this, who I always like, Catherine McNamara, who I've adored ever since I saw her on Arrow. But this looks bad. I'm sorry, it looks awful. Really feels like a ripoff of that Harrison Ford movie Air Force One. But this just does not look all that good at all. So, we got film titled "Willie and Me" coming out, which tells the story of Greta Wennergarten, played by Eve Hassman, a housewife trapped in a strange marriage. One evening, while serving dinner to her successful but bland husband, Greta hears a radio announcement about Willie Nelson's farewell concert, and through his music, she's transported back to her disjointed childhood. Greta is suddenly overwhelmed by the needs to see Nelson and will do whatever it takes to be the first to be at his first concert in Vegas. And I love Willie Nelson, like definitely one of the top tier best country artists out there. So I'll probably watch this because Willie Nelson has a cameo in it. I even like when Willie Nelson played Uncle Jesse in that Dukes of Hazzard movie. I know that movie gets tons of hate, but even people who hated the film can't deny it was like Willie Nelson was great as Uncle Jesse in that. So who doesn't love Willie Nelson? I mean, Willie Nelson is like the Snoop Dogg of country music, especially he always has a little, yeah. So who doesn't love Willie Nelson? No. All right. Oh, and speaking of country, I normally don't really like make videos talk about like but R.I.P. Toby Keith, by the way. I just had to throw that out there. Speaking of country music artists. All right. Also, out this week, we got film titled Drift, which follows Jacqueline, a librarian refugee who flees to Greek island and develop a friendship with an American tour guide while coping with her past. It stars Cynthia Erivo as well as Alice Swadcott. I like Alice. She was in like Arrested Development. She's always great when she pops up. Of course, you got Cynthia Erivo, who I adore. She was great in Harriet. I liked her in Pinocchio. She's also in the upcoming Wicked, which I'm excited for. So this, I don't know, could be interesting to check out. I like Cynthia, so probably watch this because of her. All right, we got film titled Float, which stars Robbie Amell, who's actually the cousin of Arrow star Stephen Amell, so a little Arrow connection in these videos. It's a Canadian film that stars Robbie Amell here, and stars Audra Bank as Waverly, a young woman with a tense relationship with her parents who decides to spend the summer before starting university staying with her aunt in a coastal beach town in Tofano, where she has a romance with a lifeguard played by Amell. I mean, Robin Amell, like he of course actually been in the Arrowverse. Like if you guys remember, he was actually on the Flash. Remember I forgot the character's name. He played Fire something. Can't remember his full character's name, but he, of course, appeared on The Flash, so he's always pretty cool when see on screen. He was also in stuff like The Duff, comic called Papa Derek. He's been in other stuff here and there, so it's always cool seeing. We also got Teen Partner Sterling, who the name might not sound familiar, but she actually was in Five Nights at Freddy's. She played the lead's babysitter in that. So cool to see her in something else here. There's also Cheryl Hines, Chloe East, and it's where like Erwin is a popular 12-year-old genius who's far smarter than any of her high school classmates, determined to win the state science fair. She teams up with a fellow outcast to invent a chemical that will change the social hierarchy forever. So she's pretty much just Wayne Johnson in that school. We're trying to change the hierarchy here. I don't know. I saw the preview for this. This really feels like I don't know, like a Disney Channel film. Like just from the previews, definitely has a little bit of a Disney Channel, even a little bit of a Mean Girls vibe because she's trying to get back at the Mean Girl. Definitely having a little bit of that vibe there. So I don't know, could be cool, I guess. Like this kind of looks like if John Hughes was the one who directed Mean Girls, this is probably what we get. But anyway. All right, we also got a film titled Loa, which stars Nicola Peltz on Beckham. Of course, she's married to David Beckham's kid there. You also got Virginia Madsen, Raven Goodwin, Will Peltz. Now, Peltz Beckham also directs the film, and she plays Lola, who plays this 9-year-old named Lola James. This 19-year-old named Lola James, who is desperately working to save money to get her little brother Arlo out of a toxic home dominated by her mother Mona, played by Virginia Madsen. So this is pretty much like a coming-of-age tale here. Virginia Madsen, I adore. Like I still remember her when she was in the movie Sideways. She's always great. You also have Raven Goodwin, Will Peltz. So we got some cool cast members in this. So I don't know, it could be interesting, I guess. We also got a movie titled Marmalade coming out, which is directed by Kira O'Donnell and stars Joe Keery from Stranger Things fame, Camilla Morrone, and Aldous Hodge. Recently incarcerated Baron strikes up a friendship with his new cellmate, a man with a history of prison breaks. As they hatch a plan to escape, Baron records how he met his love, and now they came up with the scheme to rob a bank. So this, I don't know, could be interesting, I guess. I like Joe Keery. He's great on Stranger Things, so this could be good. All right. We also got a film titled The Private Eye, which stars Matt Rife, who is, of course, a very famous comic there. Now, Private Eye, Mort Madison is spiraling downwards when a buggling, slightly familiar woman hires him for his most unusual crime. I'm sorry, I saw the preview for this. What the heck? This looks terrible. It looks bad. I mean, I have seen Matt Rife comic stuff. He's actually a pretty fun guy. I actually did like when he co-hosted the TRL revival a couple years ago. He's a funny dude. Like he has a great show. Like he sells out. He just sold out Radio City Musical and stuff like that. He's a funny guy. But holy cow, this looks bad. It just does not look all that funny. It just looks like those a rip off of those of Sherlock Holmes and stuff like that. This, I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing Matt Rife start a movie career. Like I think he definitely has some comedic chops to really start a movie career. But now with films like this, like seriously, I don't know. Here's what it is, I guess. I gotta start somewhere here. All right, there's also the film Perfect Days, which I believe got an Oscar nomination as well, where Haram Maya seeks utterly content with his simple life as a cleaner of toilets in in Tokyo. Hey, need the money, I guess. Outside of his very structured everyday routine, he enjoys his passion for music and for books, and he loves trees and takes photos of them. A series of unexpected encounters gradually reveal more than his past. So this actually does look pretty interesting to check out. So here we go. We also got a documentary called Enio, which is a documentary about fame composer. I can never pronounce his name. Ennio Morricone, who's composed classic movies such as The Hateful Eight, lots of Sergio Leone films. Like he's definitely one of the top tier composers around there. This, I don't know, it could be interesting to check out. I love a good documentary like this, so it could be interesting. Now that's all the films out this week. Now we also got a couple of TV to look forward to. Like we got Halo Season 2 coming out, Tokyo Vice Season 2 coming to Max, and on Netflix we got One Day. So there's some interesting TV stuff. So now, One Day, of course, is an Australian series, which is actually which is based on a book that actually got turned into a film with Anne Hathaway before. So it's pretty much a Australian love story of protagonist Dax and Em as they reunite to on the same day every week of the year. So I don't know, this could be interesting. Like the one with Anne Hathaway and Across the Universe boy Jim Sturgis. I wasn't too really big with that one, so maybe this is a better one. Who knows? But let's try to see. Anyway, that there are probably some other shows I'm not really remembering here, but that's pretty much all that I decided to put down. But let me lead you guys. What are some films or series that you're interested in watching this week? Are you interested in Lisa Frankenstein, Halo season 2? Are you even interested in that Matt Rife film Private Eye? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Henry Sire.